Liverpool may have just found a loophole to sign Alexander Isak from Newcastle and have also already found their replacement for Trent Alexander-Arnold, plus of course other targets. So in today's video we're going to be looking at all of that, but before I begin, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe and like as well, it would be greatly appreciated. But let's go straight into it. A report coming out by the Times saying Newcastle United to target Liverpool defender João Quinta in the summer. The club hope 30 million bid plus add-ons, well as regular football, will entice the 22-year-old to come to St James's Park. And this is key to the loophole that Liverpool have potentially found into signing Alexander Isak, because obviously Isak is going to be a massive package. They're going to probably need more than just upfront money to be able to sign him, but this is a positive sign because a lot of reliable reports came out that Newcastle want João Quinta. And to be fair, £30 million is fair for a homegrown player, Premier League experience. He's got the quality necessary. So yeah, that was something to come out today. Then we also have this coming out from TalkSport. The Reds are willing to give Joe Gomez or even João Quinta in a swap deal. So let's just break this out. Newcastle want around 130 million for Alexander Isak. By giving them Quinta, that's already 30 million off. And I would say Joe Gomez is probably around 25 million if you're countering wages, age, experience. I feel like Liverpool would probably only get around 25 million for him. So that's already 55 million off. So you're now looking at just a 75 million package to sign Isak. That is absolutely insane. From 130 million, by offering Newcastle two of these players, I think Newcastle need two centre halves. Joe Gomez can play right back and left back as well. He can play in the 6-2. This could be potentially enough to sign Alexander Isak. And as an Arsenal fan, that makes me absolutely fuming, because I'm just thinking, who could Arsenal give to Newcastle to make that package lower? Because there's no chance we would be able to offer Newcastle the 130 million pounds they want. Let's just say that that's what they want, because reports have said that's what they want. That's if they don't get Champions League, by the way. So you can imagine if they do get Champions League. If that's the case, only Liverpool would be the only club in the world able to offer the package Newcastle want, because that probably goes to 150 now. And you look at the Quinta, you look at Joe Gomez added into the deal, maybe around 90 million is around what Liverpool would pay on top of those two players if Newcastle get Champions League football. So you're now seeing Liverpool potentially finding a loophole to sign Alexander Isak that not many other clubs could find, because they simply don't have the players that would entice Newcastle into lowering the valuation. And it's just incredible, really. It is incredible. I know Liverpool fans are disappointed about Trent leaving, but the fact that these reports are coming out shows that there's already secret methods being sort of found out by Liverpool in order to sign their main man Alexander Isak, who would take them to that very next level. And there was more reports coming out for Liverpool in regards to another striker, a backup I think for Isak, and they call him the baby Isak for a reason. Hugo Ekitike is closely being followed by Liverpool, and his name is likely to remain in Liverpool transfer circles until his future is decided. I mean, if you can't get Isak, I would say Ekitike is the next guy up. This guy is phenomenal. His box presence, his tight control, his ball striking, all of these things are phenomenal. You remember when Isak was at Real Sociedad, a lot of people were like, oh, I don't think we should pay that. He's only scored, 4 goals in his last season for Real Sociedad before he went to Newcastle. The same thing is happening with Ekitike. So many clubs, fans are turning their noses up at him, and he's not even been that bad. To get 27 goal contributions in 38 games across all competitions is absolutely insane. As an Arsenal fan, I would be more than happy for Ekitike to come to us if we can't get Isak and if we can't get Sesko, because this kid is ready to explode. I think he's just 22 years old as well, so he's younger than Isak by 3 years. So if you think in 3 years' time, will Ekitike be on the same level as Isak, or in a position where you can look at him and be like, this is a fantastic investment? I certainly think this kid would be a worthy investment for any club across the world. He has all the talents, all the fundamentals, the strength, the skill, the pace, the trickery, the ball striking, all the things Liverpool miss in the front line, Ekitike would be able to give. He's a bit Firmino-like in the way he plays. I know you can never replace Firmino, but Liverpool's frontline profiles with the Diaz's, the Gakpos, the Salahs, it suits a Firmino type, and Ekitike can certainly be the Firmino type if Isak loophole isn't able to fully formalize. And it just goes to show, guys, this transfer window is going to be absolutely massive. Let me know down below your thoughts on things I've said already. Do you think this loophole can work for Liverpool? Do you think Ekitike is the right profile for them? Let me know down below. But let us get on to the next thing. Liverpool already have a few candidates ready to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. And Martin Fernandes, this is Sam Maguire, he's pretty reliable with his stuff, is apparently going to be very near to the top of that list. And to be honest, this guy is insane. He's just 19 years old. He's played a lot of minutes for Porto this season. He's trusted. And he has so many statistics similar to Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm going to break this down. So here he is. He's played 18 games this season, started 14, 1,125 minutes. He's had 5 assists, 7.06 rating. So obviously very, very good. Very, very consistent. He's had some nice games across this season. And he's probably burst onto the scene as well. You know, it's not easy to come into a team like Porto, who have got massive expectations in both Europe and the league, but Martin has seemed to sort of adjust to it really quickly. And we know we've got Connor Bradley and you've got those sort of players, but Martin Fernandes can certainly be a young profile to come in to push Bradley to that next level. And if you look at his attacking stats, I'm going to just tell you, anything in the green is essentially meaning they're one of the best in their position for that specific stat. So expected goals, 0.70. Martin Fernandes is one of the best for fullbacks in that position. Expected goals on target, 0.84, one of the best. Non-penalty XG, one of the best. Shots on target, 4, one of the best. And this is across all of statistics. So if you look at Trent, he's similar. He likes to have a goal threat. He has quite a lot of shots at goal in games as well. So that's a positive. It really, really is. And he's just 19. He's going to develop even more. But you can tell he's an attacking fullback, wants to get forward, wants to influence the game. And these shooting stats are really, really good. But I think where it gets scary is definitely in the passing stuff. Look at this. Look at this. All greens. Trent's best attribute is his passing, his accuracy. And Martin Fernandes, look at his stats here. It is phenomenal. 5 assists. Okay, you may say that's not great. But in a team like Porto, where maybe his attacking isn't really going to be there a lot because they already have Fabio Vieira, they've got Samu up top, they've got different profiles to be able to do the attacking job. So the reliance on him to get forward, although he does, isn't as much. He's got 449 successful passes. He's very, very good on the ball. 80% pass accuracy. Accurate long balls of 27. You look at the long ball accuracy, 42%. One of the best in his position. I mean, that's insane. To complete 42% of your long balls, it just shows you're very accurate. Most defenders, most fullbacks have it under 25%. So Martin is thriving in that Trent statistic. Chances created, 22. I think he's one of the top 4 in the whole world for fullbacks. I think that's how good he's been in chance creation. Successful crosses as well, in the top 10 for that, 16. And cross accuracy at 35.6%. I think he's in the top 3 as well, whether that's for his age group or in total. Martin Fernandes is cooking in the passing statistics. And if you want a like for like, you're never going to find a like for like. But Martin is able to be developed into a Trent, because Bradley's more, you know, attacking. He's more of a robber, I would say, rather than a Martin who's great on the ball, likes to get forwards and create, be cute with his passes, his accuracy and his crosses. So, I mean, wow, I was shocked when I was researching and saw Martin has such good passing statistics. And in possession as well, successful dribbles. He can do that side of his game. 60% successful dribbles. It is unreal. For a fullback, that is a top statistic. You look at Jed Spence, who's got, I think, top 3 as fullbacks. Martin is better in his dribble success rate. Touches in the opposition box, he's comfortable there with 28. It really, really is just so good to see if you're a Liverpool fan, if this is your main target. He has Trent statistics to a T with room for development as well. I think this would be the best sort of signing for Liverpool in the sort of right back zone. But then, of course, he is Trent-like in his defending as well. He's not as bad as Trent, I would say. Better 1v1, but he's one of the worst in his position for defensive statistics. Only 11 interceptions. He's won the ball in the final third 4 times, which is quite good. Dribbled past 10 times this season. Only a 55% tackle success rate. Only winning 50% of his duels. In the air, he's very, very astute, very, very strong. 16 aerial duels won, 50% aerial duels won. But you can see the oranges just show you he's not going to be one of the best defenders 1v1. You can never almost get that balance. But I can tell you for one thing, Martin Fernandes is absolutely incredible. I think he's going to be a top acquisition for Liverpool. And I feel like at 19 years old, he can be the guy. He's not going to be Trent to a T, but he has the fundamentals to show he can be just as effective in the final third. But anyway, that's it for now. Hope you've enjoyed, and until next time, peace.